Okay, so as I mentioned, I will be heading to Sanibel. We're going to visit Doug's parents, and so I need to pick out makeup for this little trip. And that is what we are going to do today. I learned a ton from my New York trip. I'm not going to overpack this time. I have a better idea of how I like to travel, the products I tend to reach for when I travel. And so that's the direction we are going to take with this video today. So we're going to start with foundation. I already know exactly what I want to pick out, and that is this little guy right here. Sorry for my nails, I need to redo them. The Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation is SPF 50. I use this in New York exclusively, and I think this will be perfect for Florida. I'm gonna want to have SPF on my face all the time, so I'm gonna go ahead and pack this. It holds up well in the heat as well from what I learned in New York. For concealer, actually I don't want any in there. I know the one I want. So this was my stash from last week, just a couple of the products I had reached for. So it is in here actually, the product that I want, and it is CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. This is fantastic. I noticed it did not give me creasing under my eyes. It's drugstore, so it's affordable and it's a great product. Really great coverage. Had very good experience with it so far. And for face powder, sorry for little eyelashes, video coming soon. That's actually still in the midst of being edited, but my powders are all in this drawer. And for this trip, which should I bring? I do love this youthwear so much. I haven't worn this one in a long time. I want to bring something that I know I like and trust though, so maybe I will bring this. I think I'll bring this for my face powder. We still have to pick out a primer, and I actually already know what I want for this as well. I'm just not sure which drawer it's in. Oh my gosh. I've been trying to actually pull some primers out so I have a little bit more space and trying to kind of pan them or else declutter them if I don't like them. But I want to grab this Makeup Revolution Star Primer. Reason being is this has a very nice cooling effect on the face, and since it's going to be 90 something degrees all week in Florida, I think this might actually be helpful. So this is our stash so far, a nice little collection starting. And next I think we should go into, let's go into some face palettes. I think I actually want to bring another item from my stash to try. This is the Revolution Sculpt and Glow. I've been testing this all week this week, basically just to kind of get my thoughts on it. I'm still forming those thoughts, but I do think that this is, you know, so far so good. This product might be a little bit muddy on my skin. I'm still trying to determine if that is in fact the case. So I do want to test this out a little bit more. Figure this will be a good item to bring with me to Florida. So we're working with that now. Oh, I think I might also bring this Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I've been using this week. I feel like I'm making a decent dent in it, but I'm not sure if it really does a whole lot for my skin. So I'm not mad that I got it in a subscription box. I think that's the perfect way to try it, but I don't know if I would repurchase this. I'm just not sure if it's really giving me any kind of effect or benefit at all. I'd like to kind of form further opinions on that. So we'll include that in the stash. Kind of going back to my stash, I know there's a bunch of items I need to put away. These two eyeshadow palettes. A lot of this stuff is gonna get switched out. But there are some things in here that I want to bring. Namely this Laura Geller primer. This is fantastic. It is the Fortifying Lashes primer. This is the first primer I've ever tried. I don't know if they make this anymore because I know Laura Geller's company did kind of go bankrupt, I believe, when it was sold. I do want to try other eyelash primers so I can make some recommendations to you guys. I have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise primer, so I do have that to try. I'll see if that one's any good, and I do want to try some other primers, but this one I've been enjoying, and I think I want to kind of continue forward with using a mascara primer before mascara. I find that it makes your lashes less clumpy and allows the product to apply better. Additionally, it kind of helps save this CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara for me. This mascara was one I did not care for at first. I found it to be very clumpy and weird. But as I used it a little bit more and it started to dry out a tiny bit, I found the formula worked a lot better for me, and it works exceptionally well over that primer. I find that the benefits that this mascara claims really can be captured better with a primer underneath. It helps to offset the clumpiness and allows that thickening formula to transpire on your lashes. I really enjoy this product. I like the wand a lot. It's like a thicker wand. So that's the wand for this mascara. It reminds me of the Better Than Sex mascara, where it's kind of like that hourglass shape, and I love what it does for the the lower lashes as well. And I wouldn't have thought that because it's such a big wand, but I really do enjoy this mascara now that I use that primer. So I'm gonna bring that with me as well. I also for sure will be bringing this awesome brush. I'll be bringing a lot of my brushes like I did for the New York trip, but I need to hang on to this. I use this every single day, so I'm not gonna pack it quite yet. Well, my KKW Beauty powder, of course. This is almost done. I have like crumbs in here, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of that. And yeah. Oh, and of course, the Marc Jacobs for my brows. I'll bring that too. All right, so let's get into some brows next. So for my brows, I think I will bring some new pencils that I liked. Not the Anastasia. Where? Ah. So this is the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Pencil. It has a spoolie on the one end and then a fine tip on the other. And I also want to bring my ColourPop Boss Brow Gel. I love this stuff. I think I'll also grab this lash glue as well. Okay, and then moving back to powder, I think I want to bring my Pure. This is the full size of that little guy I just kind of finished. I purchased this to replace that one. I love this. This is the 4-in-1 Mineral Makeup by Pure. I love this product. It is holy grail status. Or I've also been really enjoying this Becca Hydra Mist Setting Powder. I love this stuff. I wish I would have picked up a backup at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I thought about it. I was there, not at the store, but online. I was like ready to shop for this. And I was like, you have so many setting powders to get through in here. Like, don't be wasteful. So I'm gonna cry and buy that for $40 when I run out of it eventually. Or maybe it'll go on sale again, I hope. But I definitely want to bring my Pure, and I think I want to try a setting powder possibly as well. I haven't been using them that often, so I'm trying to get into using them a little bit more. If there's any that I want to bring, I don't know. I think I'll just stick with the Pure one for now. This drawer has gotten out of control, if you can see. I mean, this is nuts. Things are getting stuck. There's stuff pushed all the way to the back. I need to go through this drawer in the very near future and figure out what I'm keeping and what I need to get rid of or pass along so that I can actually see what I have. This is just nuts. So this drawer is on the chopping block. We'll come back to that because it's stressing me out. I want to grab this little Smashbox face palette. There is a blush and a bronzer in here and a highlight. Oh, if I can get it open. There we go. So I think I want to try this. I know Samantha March recently talked about how much she loved this palette, and I really enjoyed it as well. So I might actually grab this too. Oh, and as you can plainly see, this drawer is also overcrowded as well. I've got stuff still in boxes, the Dior Backstage, and one of the Cover FX powders. I'm waiting for Sephora to deliver my other one that was supposed to be here on Thursday, and it is now Saturday. But it should come today. I'm like, come on. Highlighters back here, stacks of stuff. I need to, I don't know if I can declutter anything from this drawer, but we might have to at some point. So moving on to eyeshadow palettes, I already know what I want to bring. First up is the Pure Festival palette. I need to do a look with this for you guys, and very soon. I want to film this either this weekend or this upcoming week. It's a really versatile palette, and I was not drawn to it at first when we received it in BoxyCharm. I wasn't really sure how to incorporate the purple and the pink or those glitter shades. And the glitter I'm still not that into, but the rest of the palette I love and have found beautiful ways to use those pops of colors that I want to share with you guys. So I definitely want to bring this with me. I also really loved bringing this with me to New York. This is the ColourPop Double Entendre. It's just very neutral, and I really like the colors in here. I feel like they're very wearable, and it's something I would reach for and be able to do a look very easily with and quickly. I might also bring the Yes Please palette again like I did with New York, just because it's so vibrant and bright and beautiful and summery, and I'll be in Florida, so I think that'll be really pretty. Last but not least, I definitely want to bring the Ruby May Brights palette with me. This is such a pretty rainbow palette. I also want to do a look with this either this weekend or this upcoming week. This is one I have been so inspired to tap into, and I have been waiting to do it on my channel so I could show you guys. But it is so beautiful and so colorful, and I just think it would be perfect for Florida. Okay, so coming back to this drawer, I just want to pick out 1 or 2 more blushes, I think, and maybe 1 more bronzer. I really have been liking this Laura Geller Coral blush, and I think that'd be really pretty with the Brights palette. I have a mauve blush in that other palette, the face palette. I think I'll just bring these little guys. I mean, that should be fine. Oh, and a bronzer. Oops. And I do want to bring this Fenty, but I'm afraid I would break it. It's all dirty. Maybe I'll bring this e.l.f. one. I want to pan this because I don't have a lot of room in my collection, and this is one I feel like I could get through and not miss as much. It's a nice bronzer, but right now I just need space, so I think I'll grab this. And then moving into my little messy section over here, I want to grab my Glow Motions Copacabana Bronze Glow Oil from Rio de Janeiro. Maybe I'll grab this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist as well. And for setting spray, I'll grab the Algenist Splash Hydrating Setting Mist. And for lips, I'll grab my Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. And for lipstick, I for sure want to grab this ColourPop What's Your Sign. This is probably my favorite lipstick right now, and it's from ColourPop. I think this was the Kathleen Lights collection since it's a What's Your Sign color. That just screams Kathleen Lights. And maybe I'll grab a Carli Bybel, or actually no, I know exactly what I want to grab. I have a color in here, Sanibel. That is actually where I'm headed. So I'm going to definitely bring this liquid lipstick. Maybe I'll grab this little gloss too. And this is Fenty Glow Gloss. And since I'm grabbing that glow oil, I want to grab that brush I purchased to put it on with, the Becca. It's like a all over brush or something, some magical brush I got for $8 on clearance at TJ Maxx. I'm also going to use this Real Techniques sponge while I'm there because I've really been enjoying that as well. I want to bring this weird brow powder strange thing I picked up from TJ Maxx months ago. It's got like different eyebrow shapes and a little brush and powder. So I want to give that a whirl too. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and take these with me to Florida. Not this stuff over here. This is just overflow. I need to declutter some foundations so I have room for some new foundations. I need to declutter a lot of things. I'm going to bring those little lashes too with me. That should be fun. But yeah, I think this will be my stash for Florida. I think that's a good little crew, and I think it'll be a fun trip. So hope you guys are proud of me. I didn't overpack this time and kept it to a minimum. This one's for you, Angie. I know you've been loving my Shop My Stashes, so wanted to go ahead and post this for you as well.
All right, sorry guys, editing joy here. But somehow my camera cut out when I was showing you guys how everything fit. All the makeup products fit in this nice little train case that I got from my girlfriend Angie, who was on another Shop My Stash. You guys remember her from the little pool video. But yeah, she gave me this for my birthday, and this is all of the makeup I'm going to be bringing. It's so much smaller than that big caboodle I brought last time, but all the products fit in here pretty nicely. All the little shadows and all my compacts. It was just the perfect size. So I was so grateful for this. I'm going to use this from now on when I travel. And sorry, it's hard to do one-handed, but I thought this was adorable. She said it really just reminded her of me with the rose gold and the little stars. So I thought that was adorable, but much better than last time. So thank you, Angie, and shout out to subscriber Angie for your request for a Shop My Stash. All right, and for our remaining products, I think I'll just throw them in this little, I got this free from Ulta for buying Maybelline, I think like years ago, but maybe a year ago, I'm not even sure, but I think I'll fit the remaining products in this little bag, as well as my Subio, Dr. Subio, his Clear Defense SPF 45. This is just SPF, so I think I'll grab that. Throw all these in this bag, and we'll be good to go on makeup. Perfect. All right, y'all, so that was my somewhat responsible Shop My Stash for travel. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out this video, and I will talk to you real soon. Love you guys. All right, bye.